What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Red Raiders will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Moore will throw. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. And that's
think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Casper. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Ran through the contact. The Ducks are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. At the 45 on his way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Moore to the air. Got his man quickly.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires downfield. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it. 10-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Moore will throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier 4th down. They'll try to do it for a 2nd time in the opening quarter. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. Wide open spaces. 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hughes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. It's Hughes. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Great job by the quarterback to beat the blitz by getting rid of the football, and as a bonus, they get the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a good example of a quarterback knowing where his answers are. He sees the blitz coming, he finds his running back running out of the backfield, and they're able to make that defense pay.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Casper. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Moore will throw. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by...
It's a running room. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Morton. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And how about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts, announcer Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw. It's Morton. They'll run the screen. Still on his feet at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Williams. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to throw again. The quick out. Oh, out of space. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for his man. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Red Raider. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
How in the world did he miss that? A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Moore to the air. Sets up the screen. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, can these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers, you're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. The Ducks will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Morton. He wants to take the top off. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board.
Lofts one high and deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Pass mistakes, and he may get more. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Unloads to the right. It's complete. A lot of room to the right. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Gets it out quickly. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll give it to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Moore will throw. Got the quick pass. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
Looking for a crease. It's Whittington. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Ducks want to move quickly. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They march 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Fires to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
That's caught. It's Joyner. There he goes. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It's a seam wide open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Moore to the air. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And for the 5th time, the offense will go for it on fourth down. 2 for 4 so far. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on fourth down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Whittington. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Caught near the sticks. It's Garcia. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move that.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage.
Turning on the Jets. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without touchdown Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score. Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dickey. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. The short hands. It's Joyner. Turning it on. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Good timing on the quick out. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They want to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Power ahead. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Gets the back moving. Moore will throw. Takes the easy completion. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Looking for space to the left. He's going to run it. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Defensively, the clock late in the game, when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You've got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds a spot in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Might be looking to run. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Across the 25. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Moving away from pressure. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Bringing it back. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
Back to throw, it's Morton. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Gonna sling it on second down. Comes to pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He fires one deep over the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That will put the wrap on things from here for Dave. 222! Head! Red 54! Red 10! White 29! White 29!
Well, this was a stunner. It's going to resonate around the college football landscape, Kirk. This lower-ranked team came in here and said, give up.
clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Oh, he's got a chance. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a... Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers face.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Right on the money. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Oh, they're after him. On target. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
This quarterback right.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Handoff from the gun. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Another tough run for this.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Got enough for the 1st down. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Noles! The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind.
Well, This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give to Davis. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Rides to back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Seminoles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on game.
to pack your bags and start your journey down the road to glory. Oh, and before I go, welcome to your freshman year. It's time to spend the skill points you have already earned to upgrade your player. Additionally, each week, you will need to manage your workload. Activities like practice will earn you coach trust. And as your coach trust increases, you can improve your spot on the depth chart and gain more play calling flexibility. Now, let's get to work.